the start of the card, Juliana Miller dedicated her victory to her mother. Do you want to dedicate your performance to anyone tonight?
Your mother! Listen, Ivana Petrovic wanted to coast on one round? Can't work her way off tough spots? What are we doing here? Are you training with Marina Rodriguez? I gotta know. You guys can't grapple to save your life! Marina, congratulations on retirement and going into coaching, but don't go to any of her grappling classes, otherwise you're screwed! Gaston Bolaños, you looked like you went to one of her grappling classes.
Not my proudest moment in that press conference, but that reporter had it coming. Worst performance I've had to date in terms of betting, and I'm looking to bounce back with UFC 315. We're going to start off the fight card with the bantamweights. Katona set the face off against Bekzat Almakhan, and I believe Bekzat gets the job done in under 2.5 rounds. Let me explain why. He has so much power in those hands, and Katona is not the most sound defensively. I think he gets clipped. On the other hand, there is a likelihood that Katona makes this a boring fight, tries to wrestle him a lot, try to get the takedowns, try to push him against the fence, hold him there and do enough to get a decision victory. But I think Bekzat manages to stuff takedowns, stop him from being controlled the entire fight, and clip Katona, becoming the first guy to finish Katona inside the distance. So give me Bekzat to win under 2.5. Moving on to the featherweight division, where we have Daniel Santos set to face off against Yeong Lee. I like the side of Daniel Santos, and I'm going to be placing our bet on Daniel Santos as well. Hear me out. Yeong Lee against Hyder Emil, he didn't look good at all. Getting hit early and getting put out by a guy like Hyder. Hyder is not a particularly strong finisher as well. Daniel Santos trains with Charles Oliveira. These guys know how to finish fights. He walks through punches as well. He can get clipped, absolutely. But Yeong Lee, he proved that in his last fight. He definitely can get clipped as well and finished. I think Daniel Santos makes this one a war. It's going to be fun to watch for as long as it lasts, and Daniel Santos manages to get a finish. Moving on to the middleweights, where we have Marc-Andre Barriault set to face off against Bruno Silva. A lot of people like the side of Marc-Andre Barriault. I liked him in his last fight against Dustin Stoltzfus, and he looked absolutely terrible. His chin is trash, and let's be honest here. Bruno Silva, he's got power. People doubt him since he fought Ice Pereira. I've even heard people say he hasn't looked the same since. Have you watched him fight Brad Tavares? The guy definitely looked like a finisher in that fight. He's durable, so I don't think Marc-Andre Barriault is going to be able to put pressure on him to finish him. A big worry, of course, is the way he looked against a guy like Chris Weidman, but that had the wrestling threat in it. Marc-Andre Barriault, he will want to keep this fight standing, and it's going to be mostly a striking affair, but I think Bruno has the upper hand, placing a bet on Bruno to get the job done as well. On to the light heavyweights, where we have city kickboxing prospect Navajo Stirling set to face off against Erslan. City kickboxing known for their striking, and I think this is a showcase performance for Navajo to get the job done here. No bet, because the odds are not there, but he can do enough to avoid being taken down, controlled, and outstruck. I think he dominates him for as long as the fight lasts and gets a finish. Moving on to the light heavyweight division again, where we have Modestas Bukauskas set to face off against Yeong Cutelaba. And Cutelaba made me look like an idiot against Erslan. Arslan. He fought both of them, okay? But Yeong made me look really, really bad in that prediction. I'm picking against him yet again because Modestas Bukauskas has looked really good in his recent fights. His striking looks great. I think his cardio is much better than Yeong, and I really, really like his ability to finish him because Yeong gets tired as well. Give me Modestas Bukauskas. I'm placing a bet on that as well. Next up, we're going to the female flyweights where we have Jessica Andrade set to face off against Jasmine Jasudavicius. And this one is one you stay away from in terms of betting because Jessica can catch you, put you out in a really, really devastating manner. But Jasmine is a girl that has high level wrestling at the flyweight division. And I see her wrestling reigning supreme and dominating a girl like Jessica Andrade. I think Jessica, if she was younger, she'll be able to catch her. But her reaction timing may not be there in this fight, and she'll get outworked. So yeah, give me Jasmine Jasudavicius to get it done. Next up, we're going to the welterweights where we have Mike Malott set to face off against Charles Radtke. The odds makers really like Mike Malott after his fight against Trevin Giles. I'm not a huge fan of him. Not hyped about his performance in the slightest. He's normally a finisher and went the distance with Trevin Giles in a fairly boring fight, in my opinion. If he doesn't get a finish early, it's going to be a tough night for him. Charles Radtke's a really hard guy to finish, unless you're Carlos Prates. Charles Radtke is not a guy who's going to be submitted easily. He's not a guy that Mike Malott is just going to run through. Once Charles Radtke can survive the early pressure that Mike Malott is going to throw his way, I see him just putting it on Mike Malott. He can even get a finish against Mike Malott. It can even look similar to the Neil Magny fight where he survives the early onslaught. Mike Malott blows out his gas tank and gets finished late in the fight. I'm placing a bet on Charles Radtke to win. Moving on to the lightweight division, where we have Benoit Saint-Denis set to face off against short notice replacement in Kyle Prepolec. This is Kyle's second stint in the UFC, and this is a really, really hard matchup for him. Benoit Saint-Denis, he's gonna finish him fairly early. There's not much to say about this one. Moving on to the female flyweight division yet again, where we have Alexa Grasso set to face off against Natalia Silva. This is a good matchup for Natalia Silva. Once she avoids the grappling exchanges, keeps the fight on the feet, she should get the job done fairly easily. No bet on this one because it's WMMA and my luck with WMMA has been absolutely atrocious. Next up, we have Jose Aldo set to face off against Aiemann Zahabi now. This is a really nice fight for Jose after his Mario Bautista loss. Mario just kept him on the fence while Jose did everything he could to keep the fight standing, and he outstruck Bautista. Aiemann might want to implement a similar game plan here, but I just see Jose Aldo putting it on him and getting the win. I like Jose Aldo. Pay close attention to him for the ladder challenge. Now on to the first championship fight of the night at the women's flyweight division, where we have Valentina Shevchenko set to face off against Manon Fiorot. A lot of people favor the side of Manon Fiorot. I don't. Yes, she's a phenomenal striker. Valentina Shevchenko has fought phenomenal strikers. Yes, she has a lot of power in this division. Valentina Shevchenko faced Amanda Nunes, and a lot of people, including myself, think she got the better of her in at least one of those fights. Valentina will struggle against grapplers, not strikers. So that's why I see Valentina managing to outland Manon Fiorot and win a decision victory here. Even if she wants to take the fight down to the ground, she can control Manon there. So I think Valentina is better everywhere this fight goes. The only thing that works against her is her age, but she has never really showed much signs of slowing down, especially after that last fight against Alexa Grasso. Placing a bet on it, I know it's contrary to what I said just earlier because I don't place bets on WMMA fights, but it's a proven mixed martial artist in Valentina Shevchenko, so I really like that one. On to the welterweight championship main event. Belal Muhammad set to face off against Jack Della Maddalena, and Belal Muhammad, he's looked really good at the welterweight division. This streak he's on is absolutely impressive. Everything points towards Belal just dominated a wrestle heavy game plan and getting the victory over Jack Della Maddalena, but the problem here Is this gonna be so boring for the welterweights? I'm gonna have to bet with my heart on this one and not my brain, but I'm betting on Jack Della Maddalena. I hope he manages to land a clean shot on Bilal when Bilal is coming in and Bilal gets put out. I think Jack Della Maddalena should be able to put him out in a similar fashion that Vincente Luque did all those years ago, but everything kind of points towards Bilal Muhammad just getting a good bit of takedowns on Jack and controlling him, tying him out so that in the later rounds he doesn't have that pop on his punches to put Bilal out. But I mean, I just really want to see Jack get this one. I'm betting with my heart on this one, but my brain tells me to pick Bilal. Terribly sorry for the lackluster breakdown for the main event, but I'm betting with my heart, so what do you expect? I'm making it up to you with this one. It's a ladder challenge part number 1. I know I've looked bad in the past couple ladders, but I'm confident in this one. We have 2 fighters on the slate. Navajo Stirling to get the job done, and Jose Aldo to get the job done. Hopefully they get the victories and we turn $10 into 20. Be sure to leave a like. Let me know what you think about the picks and the plays down below. Subscribe, follow me on TikTok, Twitter, support the channel on the Patreon, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, game time.